Twitch Squad's right here on the Gamescom 2019. Right here on my side is my friend Daniel, and he's gonna tell us something about Dark Envoy. So I played it before, and it's quite interesting, but he knows it better. So Daniel, what's this game about?
Okay, so basically Dark Envoy is a non-linear RPG with multiple endings, and one of the things we focus most is that you make choices, and the quests and all of the things that happen in the world are generated based on the choices that you make. So it's very unlinear, and everything is like based on the choices you make. So you decide whether you're a good guy, you're a bad guy. It's up to you. You encounter some people, you may be ally with them, or you make them your enemies. That's up to you. So basically you scout the world and search for quests and some tasks, and you try to get the most out of this world. Once you enter the locations, it looks like this when people are here playing. You have like a real-time phase when you try to scout through the map, and you like to surprise your enemy from behind so that you get some extra advantage during the battle. And the whole battle is going on during the turn-based phase. This is when it gets really tactical. Okay, so you got plenty of skills. You got very different characters that specialize in different areas. Some of them may specialize in magic, some of them may specialize in technology. The whole world is like a mix of fantasy and technology, so it's also something fresh. And basically, many skills can have a great impact on the gameplay. So you can never really tell who's gonna win. It's always like it's a little like chess, that every move can be very, very significant and can turn everything around. So there's really a lot to experience and a lot of tactical to gain.
So that means that we got a very tactical strategy part in it, and different characters. You already told us about it. That means, do we got every character right from the beginning? And I saw it when I played. We got 5 characters, but we can only use 3 of them, right?
Yeah, because it's a turn-based game. So if you would have 2 big party, then it would just take too long to make decisions. And it's especially longer when you play against human enemy. Then it really sometimes requires some time to make the right move. But coming back to the question that you raised before, you don't get all of the characters from the very beginning. The game, you get to know the game step by step, and you meet some characters on your way, and you can decide whether they join your party or whether they are enemy and you reject them. So it's really up to you. It's not fixed. You decide who's on your party and who not. You will meet some people. Maybe you don't like someone, you can just reject him from the party. That's up to you.
So that sounds like that it's based as an online game, right? Or is it only an offline game with different possibilities to choose characters? So,
the game is in a very early stage of development, so we cannot really tell for sure what will be when we release it in 2020, the final part of the year, because that's at least 1 year of development. But basically what we had in mind is that you have a single player and you have a multiplayer cooperation mode. So that's going to be 100% in the final game. You can play remotely with your friend in the same team, so we can share the experience. But just for the prototype, we made a multiplayer game, and people are having so much fun playing it that we are considering really hard to keep it in the final game. But I cannot guarantee this, okay? Because there's still a lot of time and a lot of development in front of us, so we cannot be sure. But cooperation mode will be really sweet.
So we all heard of it. He guaranteed that there's a cooperation mode. No, because just asking because it's a game where, especially that part when you're playing against other gamers is a very special part, and also I think quite interesting. But after all, I really can say that the fight mode is also very interesting. I know I played it before. I really played it before, and it hit me really in my tactical nuts. Really have to say it like that. So we got 3 fighters walking around, meeting enemies, and then what? We got the possibility to move around them with special abilities, and also got some special kills. What's about the special skills they got?
Well, like you played with the engineer, they can summon like a very big and strong mech units, but they are very costly. So you need to decide on a strategy. Okay, sometimes it's not worth waiting for the expensive skill until they charge, because you might be outsmarted with the enemy. So you have to really think if it's better to save for the extremely powerful skills, or maybe it's better to start with some semi-expensive skills to get with the advantage. So there's a lot of tactical depth that we focused on, and it really makes difference what moves you can make. I mean, the right move made in the right time can really turn the battle around. So that's something that we are focused on, and that's something that will be the main pillars of our game.
Yeah, and I saw as I played it that they got levels. That means that I got the possibility to level up, right?
Yes.
So that's a small RPG part in it. What's about that RPG part?
Yes, but this is not like in classical RPG. You will not. There's no like hunting for experience, no stuff like that. Mostly you will upgrade your units and your heroes through items, and you can upgrade some skills, but only to very small extent, because basically we want to focus on the tactical depth in the game. We don't want any grinding. Okay, so this is not grinding hack and slash. This is more slow game that it depends on your tactics, and also it will depend on type of the items that you wear on your character. So you will, before every battle, you will have opportunity to prepare. So we have to analyze what kind of enemies you might encounter, and decide what armature we wanna set up.
So when I get it right, I think it's a game for tactical lovers, chess players, also fantasy lovers, a little bit RPG in it.
Yes,
yeah.
Yes. We were greatly inspired, and we're all a fan of XCOM, Divine Divinity, Pillars of Eternity series. So if you're like the fans of those games, then you will find definitely a lot of depth in our game, and you might really enjoy it.
Yeah, sounds great. And do you get a release date for me?
The late 2020.
Better?
Better.
More details? Go on.
I can't give you that amount because there's still...
There are people that they're probably waiting for it.
I know, and I love you all, but we cannot give you an exact amount, because we will give you the best game there is, and we will give you once it's ready, okay? We will not release a buggy game that's gonna be like, breaking every second. Once we are happy with it, once we are stable, you will get it.
Okay, sounds like a promise to me.
Yeah.
And do you already know which systems and platforms you will support?
Yeah, we will support PC, Xbox, and PS4. And also from the devices, you can play both on pads and on keyboard and mouse if you prefer to.
Sounds good. That means fun for everyone, and tactical fun for everyone especially. So we have to wait till 2020 somehow, somewhere.
That's the life. You always have to wait for the best things to happen.
Okay, so everyone from every platform, PC, Xbox, PS4, you're gonna wait for this one, Dark Envoy. If you like to playing round-based tactical stuff with a lot of fantasy and a lot of fun, just wait for this game, set it on your list. Danielle, I really want to say thank you for this interview.
And meeting you.
And we'll get us again.
Yeah.
See you, bye.
Thank you guys for listening. And sign up for newsletter.